What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the wait. We're just over here messing around in the lobby, making you guys wait. It's all good, man. We got a great podcast lined up. Fantastic lineup. Let's just jump into the intro, man. Wrestling Shoot! What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Shoot. I am Jesse. Joined with me today, Matt, Assemble, StevoG, KennyBomb, and Brian, JustBryan, that is. What's good, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Hi.
What's good? What's going on, fellas?
What it do?
I'm not gonna lie, this feels like a Brady Bunch setup right now. There's I don't know. Steve-O's in the middle. You're gonna have to start looking up at everybody.
He's the dad.
Yeah. It's a little much. It's a little much. But man, look, we're gonna talk some WWE 2K. We're gonna talk content creation. We're gonna talk pro wrestling today, man. We have a couple people in here that have never been on the show. KennyBomb, you've never been on here. StevoG, I don't think has ever been on a podcast.
I've never been on anything, so I'm the first
Whoa.
thing.
Scratch in.
Congratulations.
We're just gonna try to have some fun today with Steve-O, man. Hey, first of all, it's really early where you're at.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
10 a.m.
Oh,
and it's winter.
It's winter.
That's crazy.
In the chat, anybody in there, let me know. Did you know that it was winter in Australia? Because I sure as hell didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve.
I think anyone pays attention to Australia, to be honest. But
Attention.
I mean, yeah, but you're my friends. Other
You're
than that,
over
Well, welcome to the show. We're actually we're live on Twitter or X today too. For the first time in
I've never been live on X. What's up, X?
forever. Yeah, this is like the first time that I've went live on there in like a year. So pretty cool, I guess. I guess some people that don't travel over to the YouTube spectrum, but man, KennyBomb.
Yes,
It's nice to have you finally on the show, dude.
Thanks for
discovered,
inviting me, man. I'm in here with goats. I don't even know what to do right now.
man,
stop.
that's all you.
Stop it, dog.
A symbol's not that popular. Come on, it's just a symbol. No.
Yeah,
It's just
not main
massive.
event, Matt. So we don't go Hollywood on us.
Wow. See, already feeling it up, going past me.
Come on, man.
3 minutes into this, Kenny.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold it down.
AEW, then we'll get in. We'll get into it.
Okay, before we drop F-bombs, let's get at least 5 to 10 minutes in. We talked about this off air. No more F-bombs. And I'm mainly saying that for myself. All right. Man, KennyBomb, so I discovered you during the Fight Forever stuff. How bummed were you about this game, Fight For? Are you still rocking with Fight Forever?
About it. I wasn't bummed about it at all.
So are you still rocking with it?
Am I still rocking with it? No, because I like to play single player content most. So I'm not really a big online player. So I come in these games for the single player stuff, and they just didn't have enough content for me to stay in there. But while I did play it, I have fun with it. Again, just content shy. So I don't hate it. Like everybody else.
You don't have to lie.
No, I don't.
Safe space, Kenny.
Say how you feel, Matt. Say how you feel.
So what's wrong with Fight Forever? Because
How much time do you have?
Yeah.
Like, what's your biggest problem? What's the biggest problem with AEW Fight Forever?
I don't have a problem with the game itself. I think that my only issue was just the reversal system that I was frustrated with. The content itself doesn't even bother me. Like, I wasn't mad about the roster being short. I think I wanted a little bit more match types, maybe something else to do. But other than that, I think the game is fun. Like, it's a fun game. It's different than what we get for 2K. I guess I got excited about the dual button reversal system because I started thinking back to like SmackDown versus Raw 2009 was the last time I think we've seen a 2-button reversal for strikes and grapples, and it was not the same. It is not the same on AEW Fight Forever. So I was frustrated with that.
That's where I'm on the opposite end, because I don't like the reversal system in the 2K games where the Y just pops up at any random time during the suplex or something.
I don't like that.
I like the 2-button, this is for punches, this is for grapples. I prefer that much more than what we get in 2K. So I didn't have a problem with that at all.
Agree.
It was kind of refreshing to me, just like you said, because it was like a throwback to the old game. So that was like one of my favorite things about it.
I'm with you. I'm not a big fan. Once they went to the face buttons in 2K, it was already over for me. I like the reversals better on the triggers. I've heard a lot of people say that they enjoy the face button reversals.
Yeah.
But
Same.
I can't. I can't get with it, man. Like there's I don't know. There's too much going on. And like you said, it's a random pop-up during a suplex. That's one thing that I'm not really into. I like that you can get into different motions, but it gets annoying at times for sure.
Yeah.
How's everybody else feeling about that? Matt, Stevo, Brian?
I like
just like with Fly Forever in general, or
the reversal system.
Just the reversal system.
The reversal system sucks.
And which one?
I'll be honest, bro. I don't think the reversal system is great in 2K by any means, but I also don't like the AEW Fight Forever because there's like no indicators. Like there's no way for me to actually sit there and get good, especially online. Like when there's a little bit of lag,
the timing is
there's
just random.
there's nothing indicating you when to do it. Like if there was an indicator, I'd have no problem with it. I'll be honest, but it's just I don't know. Feel like I'm in the blind all the time, unless you play the game a lot and then you get the moves and the windows down. But it's like I don't know how much I could play that game that much to really remember stuff like that.
It's definitely like you have to play the game a lot to like know when to reverse. And at first, I did play a lot. I can't lie. I had fun with the game, but
I did too.
Me too.
It just kind of, I don't know. It just
died out quick. I agree.
Yeah.
I think what killed it though was the game, because the game was solid. The gameplay wise, like online was good. I just think them not fixing that, most of that like stuff that you could cheese and do all the extra stuff in, killed the game. Because like online, like
stuff and all that,
right? Like if we're being honest, like the game didn't really have that much life in terms of single player, because all you had was Road to Elite, and that was pretty repetitive in its own. But then when you look at online, I think a lot of people were really like in on online, but leaderboards were glitched right away. People were cheating, the bailout, the same leg sweep. Like I think that's what basically killed the game, because I know a lot of people that were playing online, even myself. I was playing all the time, but it just sucked when somebody with a created wrestler had a 100 overall wrestler and was just beating me down, dog. I was just, nah, man, I had to get up out of there.
I legit got into a MyFaction match the other day, a ranked match on MyFaction.
Oh boy.
And I got chopped from beginning to end. No reversing. Like you couldn't reverse it. I was like, is this what kind of unblockable is this? Like what's going on with this? What is like, yeah. And dude, this guy whooped my ass. Like, no lie. Like I didn't get a single offensive maneuver in. I'm like, I'm never playing this online again.
Yeah. And it's kind of like that with a lot of the wrestling games, because I remember back in the day, like with the SmackDown versus Raw, and I think this is really why I stopped playing online, because you go online and somehow they make it where they slam you one time and you just can't get back up. They'll run around the ring and just do anything and you're just on the ground. So they cheat no matter where you are.
I think that's gonna happen though with any like combat game. Matt, how do you weigh in on this drinking out of that Starbucks cup? How do you feel about AEW?
Yeah, you better put that logo away before they come for you, boy.
Vodka. No, I'm the exact same as you guys. I liked Fight Forever for what it was in the beginning, and then it just didn't have enough for me to come back. And yeah, Kenny's saying it's just not enough there to hook me to keep coming back in, even if the gameplay was solid. And I do think it was fine to good at some points. The reversals, I totally agree, were a constant issue. Online, I never touched because of the exact reasons you guys said. Even in WWE 2K games, people ask me all the time, they're like, oh, you never play online. Why don't you play online? I'm like, because the servers are kind of atrocious. But also, I'm not good, and people spam. Like they just or leg sweep, or they just beat me. But it's usually just bad all around. So with Fight Forever, just not enough depth. I'm a depth guy. Like I need not just match types, but I need that sustainable hook nowadays of, well, what is it? Is it just to go in and do exhibition one-on-one? Well, I'm going to be done and might pick it up once or twice. If there's no like universe mode or something like that, because I think back to days of just No Mercy and someone's is that your puppy? Yeah,
I'm so sorry, Jesse. I am so sorry.
He got to relax.
I'm embarrassed.
You're good, man.
Like back when we had World Tour and Revenge, there's no universe mode and all of that, but for whatever reason, it had this hook that would keep you going all the time. Maybe, and for No Mercy and stuff, where I had
what that was? not having any other good wrestling games.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, and you got to think about it. We came from Attitude and Warzone, and we went to No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000, man. It was a huge jump.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, definitely, man. Like when you, I can't even think about going back to like WWF Attitude days and Warzone. Good God. When those Aki games came out, it changed everything. Everything for gaming. And then SmackDown hit, and I was like, all right, we're getting better at making these games. You know what I mean? So I was pretty excited. We had a lot of wrestling games though back then, man. We had like the Legends of Wrestling games back in the day that came out, and they weren't too bad. And then you had, you know, Raw popping up. You had Day of Reckoning. There were so many, but there was just different games. You know what I mean? Now it's like we got 2K. That is what we have.
And I did like that better because back in the day, they had like, 1 million developers working for the Xbox because they couldn't get it right. PlayStation had their own developers. GameCube had their own. So we had like 3 different wrestling games going at the same time. So I think those were the golden days.
They were, man.
I wasn't born yet. Or StevoG.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, bro?
Oh, man, we're just saying, yo, we don't want to cut y'all out of the conversation.
Did you guys ever get in on or even play those games back in the day? Like, did you not?
I played Here Comes the Pain.
Steve was like, I'm out.
I played Here Comes the Pain a lot.
Here Comes the Pain is the GOAT.
Yeah. That's
No Mercy a little bit, stuff like that.
I played a lot of the original SVR, like a lot of the original SVR. That's pretty much it. And then from then I would play like every other game. But before that, I was a fetus. I was not playing these things, bro.
The original SVR, that was the one with Vince on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Right, Mike? Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I those were the golden days. I think KennyBomb nailed that, man. The golden days of wrestling video games. So many choices. You had your GameCubes, you had your Xbox and PlayStation, all different developers. It was great. It's great to have competition, I think, for all video games, right? Like, I think that's why everybody rooted for Fight Forever the most, was because, listen, 2K, as much as I love 2K, like we're done here. Listen,
right, guys.
I bought the games every year. Okay. I've always loved the 2K games, the SVR games, but they're not going to get any better if they don't have real competition, right? We have Ultra Pro coming out. We have, what is it? The wrestling code whenever we hear anything about that. So yeah, he said, keep on mentioning it. Say it out louder. Listen, it's games that you could hope for, but they're both independent developers, right? So they need something to shake up 2K to get better, right? Like that's how it's just like professional wrestling, right? WWE is not doing better without an AEW.
I agree.
It's that's 100%. The way it is.
I agree.
You know what?
That's with the video games.
That's why I was so hyped for AEW Fight Forever, because it was something else. I'm like, if something else is going against 2K, that's going to make both of them better. Like if AEW comes out with another game and it's actually good and they keep going, 2K is going to get even better every year because they're going up against that. That's why I wanted it to win so bad. Yeah, no,
I agree. I mean, even this year, you can see they took so many little things that we saw in AEW Fight Forever. And I don't know if it came from them, which it most likely did. I mean, let's look at the developer real quick, guys. Put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, man. I mean, listen.
Hey, hold on. We're not going to be calling out my boy Brian.
I'm not hating. I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
No, listen.
You know what I'm saying? We got a better game, man. And
I'm with you. Put 2 and 2 together. You had throwing weapons in AEW Fight Forever. You get throwing weapons in 2K24.
Blood all over the mat and stuff. We've been asking for that for WWE games for a long time.
We got a barbed wire bat now. Like we got more weapons added in for free.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I can't lie. The DLC this year, like aside from the next 2 packs that are coming, I mean, we look at the ECW Punk pack, man. I mean, I wasn't expecting no weapon, so I thought that was dope that they added that.
Yeah,
that was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah,
I'm not a CM Punk fan. I just wanted to beat him up in the first place. But
hey, hold on. Hang on a second. What are we doing here?
Oh, Matt, do you have CM Punk get? Oh man,
AEW my boy right there.
I'm about to go get my shirt right now. I know exactly where it's at.
CM Punk, WWE CM Punk, no CM Punk.
Brian, go get the shirt and the dog. Bring him on the show. It's okay. The dog can bark on the show at KennyBomb. I'm gonna need some backup here.
Wait a minute, I'm in here with all CM Punk guys.
You're not a Punk guy? Are you saying?
Look, bro, man, I don't get it. I never got it.
Really?
Never understood.
You should go look at. Hey, let me look at one of his thumbnails. He has a bloody Punk on it.
Hold on a second. You like Jack Perry?
I think he's up and coming guy. Yes, I think he's gonna be good.
Okay, so wait a damn minute. You don't get a CM Punk, but you get a Jack Perry?
You know what? We got the young guys in AEW he's like in his 20s. But when CM Punk came to WWE, straight ass society stuff, I'm like, this is stupid. He's just in the ring cutting long promos. I'm like, get him out of the ring.
Oh
like,
my God,
the Ring of Honor shit.
What is happening
not good,
right
I'm
now?
sorry.
Okay,
Matt?
Now he's just an egotistical.
Hi.
Go ahead, Matt.
From the audience, thank you. Kenny, I will say, scapegoat Jack Perry, his best bus. I will say he has a bus.
Yeah, the bus.
Yeah,
Agreed.
he arrived in a bus, and he's got a scapegoat Jack Perry bus. So I will say,
second, I gave you full screen to defend Jack Perry. What's going on?
Bring me
Come
back,
on, man. Jack Perry's a goat, man.
Don't do it.
He's not there yet, but he's gonna get there.
No, he's not going to get there. No, Jack Perry can't get there. He looks like a 9-year-old. He looks younger than I do.
He doesn't have his man body yet. CM Punk is just getting his man body.
Brother, take it back. I don't.
Isn't he supposed to look younger than you, Matt?
Yes,
I mean, he's like in his 20s.
Like
Matt, aren't you like 52?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
come on, the young boy Brian.
Come on, Matt.
He goes again.
I'm just playing. I ain't defending Jack Perry, dog.
There's so much slander on this podcast right now.
You know, Matt knows it's all love, dog.
Ageism, you hater, Brian. Hater.
What is happening?
Every week, man. I'm only 28 and he does it to me.
People like you.
Yeah, I do it. I do it to Kenny all the time, bro.
I'm only 28 and he still does it to me. I'm like, bro, relax. Right, Brian?
All right.
I'm 28, right?
Hey, we should transfer this to something very friendly, man. There's a new contest announced today by WWE 2K. Bianca Belair, do the hair whip. Matt, do the hair whip. There it is. There it is. There it is. Let's see it, man. Listen, all right. Awesome for the community, right? Who in here's chat? Who's creating a Bianca Belair attire? Who's winning this?
So what is this? If you created an attire and they like it, they'll put it in everybody's
So basically, bro, from what I've seen, they basically like you have to create a Bianca Belair attire and send in like an entry, and they look at it, and then if you win, they fly you out.
Yep.
But I think they're only flying out one person.
For what? SummerSlam?
Yeah, for SummerSlam. They fly you out. They pay for everything.
Gear, I believe, as well.
Come on, guys, that's great for the community. What if somebody can't afford to go to SummerSlam, but they're great creators?
I ain't disagreeing. I think it's great.
I don't
afford to go to SummerSlam.
Like it's cool.
Steve definitely can't go. It's wintered right now. Like he's.
Oh yeah, right. It's winter over there.
Are there any flights going out of Australia at the moment? Like what's going
I mean, maybe, but like.
Anybody in here going to SummerSlam?
It's a big island. Like no one's allowed to go in or out of Australia. So do they even have an airport?
Bro, the stigma is crazy right now.
They're going crazy. Come on, Steve, bro, defend yourself. Defend your country.
Can't leave is crazy.
Defend your country.
Well, see, as I was telling the boys before we went live, there's a lot of stigma. There's a lot of stigma about Australia, and I just need to clear this up. It's not very deadly. People just think it's deadly. We have airports, Matt. All right.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, great. I thought someone from Canada would not slander an Australian, but we're here. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with Australia. We're cool. We're just like America, just maybe a little bit better. That's all I'm saying.
And you guys have great accents too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
That's the best part.
What's the best? Steve, I do have a question. Like, what is the main, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. What is the main, like, if I came to Australia, what's the thing I would eat? What's the main dish that I would get?
No, it's not. We've been over this, bro.
What you say?
All right, my bad.
Kenny likes to say that kangaroo would be good.
I saw some people on YouTube eating it.
Hey, hold on. Context. Off the air, we were at. we had found out that
we should probably say something.
Off the air, people, we were talking about eating kangaroo. That sounded bad, but it is what it is. Like, I guess this is a thing. People eat kangaroo over there. It's
probably gamey. It's like
I think they said it was gamey. Yeah,
from what I've heard, it is. I've never had it. I don't think I will because, as I said to the boys before, I feel like it's wrong for me to eat it. Just because it's like our mascot of the country, so it's kind of like
fair.
I don't want to really eat it, but there are like indigenous people that eat it, which is like fair because they're indigenous to the country. But me trying kangaroo, nah. I'll have a steak.
Steak? Okay, I just eat a steak with you. Fantastic.
Yeah, you can have a steak. You can have. There's like many things you can try. Just don't do the whole like American thing of like, oh, Vegemite on the spoon, and just that's disgusting. Don't ever fall for that.
If I go to Australia, I'm trying kangaroo. Y'all can enjoy the steak,
brother.
I'll
no
leave that
kangaroo,
to you,
man. That's nasty.
Oh man, take a bite at least. How you know you don't like it if you don't try it?
I'm good
in there.
All right.
I don't think. I was telling these guys off the air as well. I enjoy myself a good meal, obviously, but there's no way. There is no. Are we 20 minutes in? There's no fucking way. None.
No fucking chance.
Yeah.
Am I trying this thing?
All right.
I'm
by myself then. It's cool.
Kitty's like, I'm down. What's the coolest thing to do in Australia? What do you guys? I mean, I know the beaches are awesome out there, but
yeah, I think the main tie for people to like visit are the beaches. We do have a lot of good beaches here. There's a lot of scenery, and the country is very multicultural as well. So there's like a lot of different places you can visit to experience cultures that just aren't Australian. Because, how do I put this? There's not like one place where it's just like full on Australian like culture, like anywhere in this country. It's always just many different. I'm trying to figure out how to say this because it's like it sounds so stupid.
There's no
it's like
stereotypical Australian spot.
Thank you. This is why you're here. Thank you. There's no like typical place like in Australia. It's all multicultural. You can find many different things, but I would say the beaches are the best. And I'm blanking because like I've lived here for so long that everything's just like normal to me, I guess. So it's hard for me to like say what's the best.
Have you ever been to the US?
No, but I would like to. 2K if you want.
Hey, 2K, you watching?
SummerSlam winner Bianca Belair, just doing attire, and you'll
or maybe the Royal Rumble. Just throwing it out there. I don't know.
I'm just
Royal
saying,
Rumble.
man. I'm just saying. People keep asking, "Oh, are you going to the events?" I wish. I'm just
saying. Dang. Well, look? I mean, I think it's pretty awesome that they are doing the contest for the community. I think a lot more things like that for the community should be coming along as well. And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. We got the WrestleMania 40 arena dropping tomorrow, right? Is it tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's the 5th. Yep.
Are you guys happy with that arena? Like, no Prime logo. Did you notice?
Good.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
Keep it out of here.
I couldn't care if there was a Prime logo or not, but like, it's cool.
They got a day and night version. I'm pretty sure a patch is going to be dropping with it. They usually do with any DLC, but wouldn't expect too much out of it just because we just got a massive patch out of it. So, yeah, look, I'm excited. This is the first time that we've gotten an updated WrestleMania arena or an updated anything really when it comes to 2K. We do get a couple of extra characters normally, but yeah, this is pretty rad. How are you feeling about it, Matt?
Good. I'm glad it came out now. I was concerned that this thing would come out really late and then people would be very poo-poo against it, because if it came out too late in the year, I just feel then it's very much a cash grab of, well, it's just going to be default in 25. So I'm glad it came out as early as it has. And by the screenshots, looks great. And I'm glad it's day-night. You can toggle it. So all wins all around. You pay for the season pass or the 40 years edition. You get that. That's cool. I see this as a template for what they will do or could do for next year, where they look at something like this pass and go, does this style of DLC work? Where we release an arena early on in the game cycle, can we apply that, down the road? What do you guys think of it?
I like it. I like the fact that they're actually putting it in this year and not making us wait until next year. Just like CM Punk and Jade Cargill, them updating everything, making it current, actually makes it feel like 2K24 and not 2K23. So them getting right on top of these things and getting them in the game this year, I think is really good. And it looks good too. Me and Brian were out there, and it kind of gives you that feel because I was sitting in the same spot that picture showing up where that beam was right in my face. So I'm like, take me back to that night.
Where I couldn't see anything.
Right.
Stevo, how you feeling, man?
I think it's cool. With these types of things, I think it's like a long time coming that they start doing stuff like this because the fans have asked for a while for like different things in DLC packs and all that. So having the arena alongside like stuff coming up is definitely a step in the right direction. I just hope they keep implementing that because there could definitely be like a instance where they could just randomly stop, and that would be obviously a step backwards. But overall, it gets a big thumbs up from me. I'm very much an advocate for keeping your game up to date. That's why, that whole status situation, I did fight for, him getting unbanned because he does do a lot of that stuff, like updating models, etc. So overall, I'm cool with it.
Brian?
Oh man, I'm all for keeping the game as updated as possible with the product. I'm a big advocate for having this arena in the game like the way that we have it now. And I hope that they continue doing it. And I've spoken to Matt about this a lot of times where we're talking about MyFaction, and it's like we're just sitting here waiting, hoping that they use MyFaction to keep the game as updated as possible, but it just hasn't been executed correctly. But not to jump off the topic too much, I'm glad that it's in. I just hope that it continues being implemented into not just arenas, but characters, Titantrons, theme songs, whatever they can continue doing to keep the game as updated as possible.
What are you talking about? We got a Rock with a tattoo. $1,000, man.
$1,000.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Maybe it's just like the villain in me, but I'm hoping they put Final Boss Rock in tomorrow, and so we can get another community outrage.
I'm
going to community creations.
I'm not even gonna lie about this. I was telling Matt off the air. We were talking earlier, and I was like, if they put the Final Boss Rock in as like a free character, like the legitimate final boss where you can actually edit him and all the bells and whistles, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. For anybody who spent that kind of money to try to get him, it's outrageous for one. And for
what
two,
are the odds they do that though?
I don't know. You
like
tell me about odds, because you are the luckiest man on this planet by pulling a set of packs and you get the man bun Roman like just right off the bat.
Listen, bro. The thing is, I just don't see them giving away that Final Boss Rock for free. If it come with the motion and everything, I'll gladly spend a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? 2K, and by a little bit of money, I'm talking like $25.
Hey, don't even be throwing.
Before y'all start thinking a little bit of money, I'm talking about a couple hundred. Nah, I mean, listen,
but you don't want to put that out there, man. $25
for one character.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. This is the norm.
Hey,
it's not good though.
We're gonna stop that right now.
But it's the norm.
Did we not outrage for Bad Bunny last year for $10? Like $10 was too much.
It's Bad Bunny though. I'm not paying $10 for Bad Bunny. I'm sorry. Like
Bad Bunny should probably be more than $10 because I mean,
bro, you just yelled at me for certain.
No, but I'm saying
$1,000
for the rock that they gave us in the black tank top versus $10 for Bad Bunny.
The thing is, bro, here's the way I look at that. Right, that situation. Right, it's bad because obviously if people are spending that much money is because the odds are bad. But as a person, if you're going out there and spending $900, at that point, I don't even blame the company. I blame you.
But some people have addictive personalities and things like that. So, I mean, I get it. Like some people get like triggered. Like that's why I don't want to dive too deep into it because I'm like that.
Yeah.
Like if I get too invested, I got to have it.
Here's the problem,
it's
right?
Dangerous.
And I've talked to this about StevoG. With StevoG, I mean, they do this thing where now they put the characters and it shows locked. And all that does is mess with my OCD the entire
It
time. Every time I'm scrolling
annoys
the
me
roster and it shows
so
locked.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, y'all know what y'all doing with this because y'all know people will go out there just to make sure that roster spot is filled.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know what way it's gonna go. I think they got to start adding, like, they got to start doing more though with these persona cards, like adding the music, adding the Titantron, the entrance motion. I think it would make it more worthwhile. But people spending $900, $1,000 for a tank top and a tattoo, dog.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna pitch this to
Crazy.
Matt too, because let's talk about these persona cards. Matt, I also told you off air, I have no desire to get these persona cards. None. There's nothing that they offer you. You can't even edit these things.
That's the one thing too.
That's a real kicker. Like, even if we back up the whole price point of, people spending $500, $800 of their own money, that's on them. But even if you luckily got it and it was free, or they just made it more obtainable, I'm sitting there like, cool, I got this. And they're like, you can't even change The Rock to take his shirt off because we all want his shirt off. But like, I can't put Roman Reigns man bun into regular gear. I'm like, really? I have this model now, and now it's still locked. It's still not available. I find that as just a problem in its own. I don't like the whole design of it, but it's not going to change because people are spending the money. So why change the business practice when they are making gobs of money instead of just like, well, if we put Rock out as a $10, $20 solo DLC, we might not make any of that money back. But if we put him out in this random gambling chance and some guy is like $900 here, $600 here, they're like, dude, we're cleaning up. We're fine. Over the course of a year, put them in some live events. But yeah, I don't like it. I find persona cards are, the way they are set up right now, I feel like they are working out the template for what they're going to expand on next year. And that's just a guess. It's kind of what happens every year. We're in the third year of MyFaction. We finally got persona cards because they're like, hey, we heard you guys. You wanted this. And I was even able to talk to the devs before about when this was coming, when persona cards were coming. And I got so excited because it was presented like how it was presented, which is like, hey, we're going to get these models, unlock them, play the game. And I was like, dude, thank you. Like, players just want the option, whether they want to grind, pay for it, boom. But there's no way to just go in a card market and just buy the Rock. Just let me go buy him for $15, or let me grind out forever, or let me dump, all this card pack money, whatever. Yeah. Give me the options there. I think next year, what you could see is what you guys are talking about. You could see, all right, here is Final Boss Rock. Here is a retro Triple H with his Tron and music and all of that tied in there. I think their big issue is licensing. I think that is the biggest hurdle they have, is a licensing thing with WWE, and not so much 2K doing it. I think that they're more locked into WWE cannot license out this theme song, this look, a modified look of Roman Reigns, because WWE does not want to let them. And that could be the biggest thing. And hence why it's all locked. Like, why you cannot put Roman Reigns in a different attire. That's what I think.
So
fair enough.
There's so much wrong with the mode though, Matt. Like, I'm deep in, man. I'm gonna go on and say I'm deep in this mode this year, dude. This is the only thing that I am playing currently on WWE 2K this year. I do mess with the universe mode. I got a stream that I do over here, do a custom, ECW universe and mess around with it that way. But that's pretty much it, dude. But the mode itself has so much wrong with it that is frustrating. Look, I'm going to announce it right here. I'm actually trying to get the dev that's responsible for MyFaction on the show. I'm in the works of getting that, and we're going to see if we can make it happen. There's no promises, but I'm in the works. I have a pretty good chance of getting him, and I'm going to ask him these kind of questions. I'm going to ask him a lot of stuff. I'm probably not going to be live on that interview because I know the chat's going to, attempt to eat him alive, but it will be an interview that we have. And
put him in a hot seat.
Yeah. So I don't want like a million super chats that I can't get to and, all slandering the mode, because I'm trying to be respectful at the same time. But I'm offering feedback to this mode. playing 500 matches to open one pack that gives you 1% odds is just too much, man. There's no
odd. Like you guys all respectfully talked about the percentages in that, and when I started seeing that first creep up, when everyone was like, okay, it's 1%, 2%.
Yeah.
But then even other ones, like I remember, I think it was Rival who originally, because he's all MyFaction.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of MyFaction for sure.
He's the best.
I was talking to him directly, and I was like, so it's 2%, but then if I go for a larger pack, like pay real money, get a deluxe 20 card pack, whatever, that costs so much of my real money, my odds are still like 2%. Like a smaller pack was a 3% window in some cases, and spending more money, getting more packs, my odds went down. And now he's like, yeah. I was like, this is insane. Like, not just give me a guarantee Persona card when I spend $100 on packs.
That's the thing though. Like coming from the My Team community and just playing that video game and seeing what they do over there, like this is exactly what they do over there, man. Like the odds are not as good. People spend money, and one thing that they took out from last year, they used to guarantee you a set card in every deluxe pack. Now they don't do that. Now the odds are just higher or something like that. Like, oh, you have a higher chance at pulling this. But last year you actually had a set card that came out of the pack. So there's just little things that you're like, man, like it just resembles exactly what My Team does. And the card market is another conversation for another day. And I can see why they're doing it, because they see so many people gambling. But like, just for example, like in My Team, when a new set comes out, you have access to buy that set in the card market without having to gamble. On MyFaction, there is nothing like that. You have to wait like 2 weeks to a month to finally be able to just buy it out yourself and finish the set, which I think it would have a little bit of a different response, but the cards would still be pretty expensive based on, I've seen like Sapphires going for like 35,000 VC. That's $10, bro. That's expensive for a Sapphire card.
You could totally see that in next year's game, where they look more like, now they've got kind of the foundation for MyFaction.
Right.
What's the feedback and the goods and the bads? And then looking at NBA 2K and going, okay, we're like you said, it's all from that model, like trying to twist it for wrestling. But like they're going to look at that and go, okay, we've got what works on our end. Now let's tweak it to get it to this step. Our next goal is going to be adding in a card market or guarantee on this, like just trying to mimic more of My Team, because how successful that is from, a business standpoint, not necessarily from a player standpoint.
Yeah. Most players hate it. I mean, it's fell off, but like it always seems like, obviously social media is a very small percentage of the player base. So it's like you see those people falling off on social media, and you see people like us complaining about it and talking about the mode and saying how they can get better. But then you have those people who may not be here that are probably opening packs right now, and those are the numbers that 2K is looking at. Like they can see us talk about this, but then they're looking at the bank going up, and they're like, huh, I mean, we just gonna keep doing this. It's working.
Money talks.
Yeah,
I get it. It's a business at the end of the day, man. And I've heard suggestions like, auction market, trade market and stuff. And I'm just going to go ahead and call him out, man. My co-host is one of the biggest trolls that you will ever meet in your life. James, love you, man, but it's true. So if we get a auction market or a trade market, right, this is just going to put money in people's PayPal's account. You know what I mean? Like it's like 100%. And not only that, they're going to raise the prices on a lot of these cards, and it's going to create another issue within the mode. So not only are you gambling in MyFaction, right, opening packs with the odds that are just insanely stacked against you, but you are paying a high price to a random stranger for a random
Jesse,
card.
I'll be honest though, I prefer it that way. I prefer the third market selling, and I'll tell you why. Because 2K, as long as they're doing this method, which will most likely never change, because people are still spending money, including myself. So I'm not going to make it seem like I haven't spent money on a game. But my point here is that you look at that, and the auction house completely changes it.
Yeah.
It does.
They could make that work though, because if you could set like a limit on, whatever, how much they could sell the cards for, or I mean, 2K can take a cut of it on their own. So I mean, that will probably give them some type of
as long as they're controlling the market, though, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we do. They're still going to make more money than an auction house. Because at the end of the day, the community sets the auction house unless they just have bots on the back end that we don't know about that's buying up the card till they get it to a ceiling that they like, and now that's the ceiling of that card, and that's what it's going for. There's many ways to control the market because I've seen EA do it. I've seen like 20 cards up on the EA auction house, and I've seen like 18 of them go like this, like fast, like almost like if a bot was buying them. And then the price rises, and now that's the price for the card. It's just there's so many ways to manipulate the market. It may not even matter at one point.
Bots, you say? I wouldn't put that past WWE at all. You mean like all the bots that we see on Twitter every day?
Oh boy,
throwing the shade. I get it, man. I get it. Listen, it's bad either way. It's bad. Like the trade market would still be bad. Like you said, you can manipulate it. It just needs to be more user friendly. I feel like because you still have to think at the end of the day, kids buy this game, right?
Yeah, true.
I'm not trying to have my kid put my credit card on on their Xbox and start pulling packs, dude. I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass. That's just the way it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that you want to run into. So I just feel like there's a lot of things that need to be fixed within the mode. And one of the things, it just needs to be easier to grind. I don't look.
Yeah, for sure.
We all work here. You know what I mean? Assemble works too on YouTube. He works on YouTube. Hey, that's the greatest job you can have, man.
For sure.
Like, yo. Anyway, we all work. We're all busy. Nobody has time to play 500 matches to open one pack.
They made it harder, by the way.
That is my biggest problem with it.
You know, they made it harder, by the way.
It's just, what'd you say, Brian?
They made it harder.
They do.
They patched it.
Yeah.
They patched it, dog. They made it harder to grind the MyFaction wars and all that, bro. And MyFaction wars, I'll tell you that right now. If anybody from 2K is in here looking at this, that is the best change you made to that mode because I personally enjoyed it so much. But let's add a couple more bosses and let's up them rewards right back up to where they was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But Kenny, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was saying, like, I can get in there. I don't got a lot of time because, work, like you said, kids, YouTube, all of that stuff. If I got 2 hours at the end of the night, I go in there and play. You go grind that 2 hours and you can't get anything. So I'm like, why would I want to come back the next day to put that same 2 hours and then still can't get anything? I just want an Undertaker card. That's it. I went and bought a Backlash pack and they gave me created wrestlers.
I never got the Undertaker, so I can't even get the Umaga because I don't even have the Dusty Rhodes.
I pulled him out of one pack,
y'all.
I pulled him out of one pack.
Listen.
I'm not
I
buying
have the entire Backlash line, and that is what I spent the money on. Like, I wasn't even trying to get these damn Persona cards, bro. I just wanted the Undertaker. I am about to rage right now talking about this, but the Undertaker is the only card I needed out of the entire line, dude. I just wanted an Amethyst Umaga. This ain't even a Persona card, y'all. This is not an extra tire. This is not, I just wanted a fancy card. Bro got me for like $250, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like $250 in this mode.
I love you, Undertaker, but not $250 worth.
I don't even like the Undertaker, bro.
$250.
I don't even like the Undertaker.
You don't like him? Come on, man.
No.
That's the greatest wrestler of all time.
Bro, I don't want to hear it from you right now.
That's like CM Punk right now. You don't like CM Punk.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear that from you right now, Kenny. You don't like CM Punk, but you're going to tell me Undertaker's the greatest of all time.
Undertaker's worst WrestleMania match was against CM Punk. Let's go ahead and continue.
Oh, no.
Giant Gonzalez, man.
No, Gonzalez was not great.
Come on. He came off of those Shawn Michaels and Triple H matches and fought CM Punk, and it like brought him down. He never recovered from it.
I watched The Undertaker live at WrestleMania 19 face A-Train, bro. I don't want to hear this. Like A-Train.
It's like a handicap match.
Oh, he had some pretty bad ones.
And who else
was
was
it? Show, man.
The CM Punk
show, yeah.
But he came up to a high level with that Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25, and everything was just banging after that. And then CM Punk brought him back down.
Bro, Kenny hates CM Punk so much he just forgets wrestling history.
That's all I don't like CM Punk carried that WrestleMania match, but that's just my
dude. Anybody who wrestled the Undertaker carried that WrestleMania match.
No,
I mean the thing is, bro, Taker was getting old, bro. Like his last good match.
Old when he does.
Come on,
Punk.
Taker's last good match was probably against Triple H in that Hell in a Cell.
Taker's last good match was Taker's last match. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Here you go, brother.
He's the GOAT.
That's a negative, sir.
He said he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. Nobody's touching Undertaker. Character, in ring. I'm gonna say mic work too. Come on.
Mic work.
I'm
all that brother did was hold the mic and roll his eyes back, bro. He didn't do nothing else.
Man. Come on, he didn't have to do much. He was a dead man. What do you want him to go out there and cut a fire promo?
So how can his mic skills not be touched?
Because his mic skills matched his character, and he played it well.
I'm gonna have to throw this out here right now. Kenny, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Oh, he's the Undertaker.
Undertaker. He told you.
The Undertaker. That's legit, 100%. Since I was a kid, 3 years old, it's been Undertaker.
Pile drivers.
StevoG, who's your favorite? All time.
It's tough. I always go back and forth between Bryan, like Bryan Danielson, or AJ Styles.
Okay.
That's cool. I'm a wrestler guy, like indie guy. So
okay. That's a good set. Cody
Come
Rhodes.
on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
He brought me back to the sport, and I can never appreciate it more. So Cody Rhodes, my guy, love the white intercontinental belt.
Of all time, though. Of all time.
I mean, if I had to, if I had to say all, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes to me is literally one of my favorites. But if I had to say somebody else with a little bit more history, I'd probably go John Cena. I grew up during that era.
Okay. I already know who Matt's gonna say, but I want to hear it anyway. Matt,
babyface guy.
Greatest of all time.
Pile drivers. Michelle pile driven yesterday.
Come on, bro. Relax.
Lady Jim. My
Undertaker real quick.
LA Knight.
LA Knight. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not LA Knight. It's great. He's gonna win the US title.
My favorite wrestler is
probably Triple H.
I already knew.
That's a
greatest of all time.
For me,
greatest of all time for you.
Yeah.
Triple H,
top 5 for me. I agree.
I agree though. He's in my top 5 as well.
I grew up Attitude Era, and I love Triple H from DX to like his DX and like his real like 1999 to 01, like full jean jacket, leather. That was prime Triple H. I loved that version of him as a heel, and then his Reign of Terror. I still was into it in Evolution. No one beat him.
I was too. I like Triple H in that era too. Like a lot of people didn't like him, but I like Triple H. Man,
then he ran the place. I was like, hell yeah.
I got to pick the GOAT, man. It's Shawn Michaels, dude. All the way.
A good one.
He's up there for me too.
Top 10.
I'm a Shawn guy, man. Screw Bret Hart. Brett screwed Brett. You know,
I'm with you on that one. There you go, man.
Well,
Goldberg hit me.
Yeah, that damn Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, Bill Goldberg. You know,
I honestly thought you were going to say Austin, Matt.
You could flip a coin, but the thing is, Austin's run is so much shorter. Austin is like a time capsule. He's so special.
Yeah.
For that, and no one will ever take it away. Like it's like flip a coin today and be like, yeah, absolutely, Stone Cold, 100%. Triple H just has such a long, vast career of all these great feuds, and Austin, it's like even like I look back so fondly, loved all of it in the prime run, watched it all, but
old head talk.
Title flipped every 3 months. Like he never had like crazy title runs.
Conrad from Everything Pro Wrestling said, "My time or the game theme? Which one?"
Oh, my time.
It's probably my time.
Probably my time.
Crazy.
You go back and really watch it. It's very grungy. It's gritty. Him with China walking out. It's probably my time.
So good, man.
Like time so game, but because I think of him in like Madison Square Garden, it was ultimate peak. But you go back and you play the My Time. It's just it's gritty. I love it.
Didn't we have that theme in the game last year, or was it last year or 22?
Which I thought. Or they was unlocked by status in them.
Why do we not have that in 24?
I don't know. I've asked the devs, like, I'm the idiot and the annoying guy in the room who I'm like, hey, where's my theme songs? I want My Time. I want DX's theme. I want Evolution's theme. I don't get it.
Why does DX theme keep coming in the game, making it back out? It'll come in next year.
Yeah.
Trons are there, and then it's gone. And then they add one thing. I'm like, what is this?
It has to go back to the licensing thing, bro. Like, there got to be an explanation for a lot of
I don't know, because they own it, right?
Yeah, how did they not own the DX theme?
They own it. They got to.
No, I'm not saying they don't own it. I'm saying maybe it's just something with WWE. There got to be something behind this. Unless the theme song is breaking the game and we don't know about.
I don't know.
I mean, hey, bro, Hulk Hogan stash, dog. Come on, man. That stash used to make it in the game, then disappear 3 patches later.
Every patch.
You're being generous right now. 3 patches later, each patch.
Every patch.
It was like it came back. All right, we got it back. I remember watching Matt's videos last year. The stash is back. We'll come back next patch. The stash is gone.
Thumbnail where it had like no stash, and people were like, "Oh no!"
Dude, every video that Matt did, it was like Hulk Hogan with the mustache at the beginning. It's back. The next video, no stash.
No stash.
He's like,
it's gone.
Damn it.
Dude, it was just a running gag at that point for 2K23, dude. We haven't had that problem this year, but we are getting problems with the belts. For some reason, those
what is going on?
A lot.
The side plates, man.
Belt problems. Because like Steve, do you have this? Because I've looked at the world title, I've played it, I've examined it. I'm like, it looks fine to me. What am I missing here? Are we still having this issue?
For me personally, like I don't have a lot of issues when it comes to like my game, but I have seen on Twitter, obviously, like people are saying, "Oh, the belt looks funky."
Yeah.
To me, on my game, it doesn't. But maybe it's just certain people's games are just messing up. I don't have an answer. It's just like mine looks fine. But I don't know about you.
I'd agree, but before this patch that came out, because my belt looked fine, and people were cooking me in my comment section saying, "Yo, bro, like, what are you talking about? My belt is still look." But before the patch came out, the belt looked melted at the top.
Yeah,
and then
it was like,
it just looked a little odd. But then once the patch came out, it looked fixed. So I went and talked about it.
Yeah, I see people saying if they don't fix the belt, I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm like, bro.
If you worried about the belts, my dog, I haven't even put the game down.
I mean, people were talking about the belts clipping and stuff. I'm like, yo, video games, things clip. I mean, if I see it, I'm not even going to notice it. I'm just like, that's what happens in games. But
let's talk about this though. You said people that that if they don't fix the belt, we ain't playing the game, bro. We're all content creators here, all right? It's time to roast the audience. Like, what is the worst? Man. What is the worst comment that you have received on YouTube that you can remember? Like, just some of the cringiest shit that you can remember on YouTube.
I got one off the top of my head.
You got one already?
It bothered me so much. I sent it to Kenny and Matt.
Oh, let's hear it.
All right, bro. So I made my first video in here in the new studio, and the guy goes, "New studio, but can't make 4K videos, huh?"
Oh no.
I'm like, bro, is it not 1080p? What are you complaining about? Like, who goes on YouTube looking for 4K videos, bro? Like, 4K videos is cool, but what are you complaining about? Seriously.
That's crazy.
See, I don't get a lot of negative comments like that on my channel, but on Kiss the Ring, people go crazy.
And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, if I get negative comments, like I just hide user, keep it moving. I don't even think about it. But Kiss the Ring, they go crazy. Some guy was like, "You Mark, why do you think Chad Gable should go to AEW?" And then he came to our Discord and he went crazy.
He came to our Discord and went nuts in there. Like, he was going crazy. And he was targeting Kenny. The guy wasn't even targeting me. He was just going at Kenny like, "Hey, bro, why would you say this? Why would Chad Gable be better in AEW?" Even though, like, a lot of the time, like, for me, like, you know, it's a debating like channel at that point. Like, we just be talking, making points.
You making the comments, a casual debate, but then people take it too far.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, this guy he said some things in that Discord.
You lit a fire under that, brother. Kenny.
He said some things in that.
Oh yeah, he said some slurs in there, but some hate speech, man.
I was letting him go. I was enjoying having fun with him, but Brian blocked him. So which makes
you know why I blocked him. No,
yeah, I know.
Right.
You know, man. Over wrestling, it's great. Steve-O, you got one?
Off the top of my head, as Kenny said, I actually don't get a lot of criticism on my channel.
Happy content though, right? Like you make a lot of happy videos. You're hyped, dude, in your videos.
I like to think so. Like, people, I think the most like rude thing I've ever gotten is like, "Oh, this guy's cringe," but like I know that, so it's like I don't really care. But other than that, I don't really get.
You ain't cringe.
To convince you.
I mean, sometimes I just have a lot of energy. And Jesse, I've told you, like, you've even said to me, like, I commend you for having energy because I'm old. Dude, I'm like, well,
dude, it's real, man. Like, if I'm behind a camera getting ready to do a video, it's like I'm all hyped, right? I'm ready. I'm like, all right, I got the idea, got the script, I got everything that I'm ready to go. Hit the camera, and I'm like, I'm tired. It was a long day at work today.
Like I can turn it on, and the thing is, like, I don't script anything, so whatever I say, I just have to make sure it makes like sense, and then I'll like edit it up and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It just people will say I'm cringe. I know I am. Personally, I'll say I am, but if people
I
don't
say you're
agree,
not.
I don't care.
Don't let people second guess yourself, Stevo. If it's working and you're doing it, keep it going. I think you're charming. I don't think you're cringe at all.
Oh, well,
nah, man. Nah,
the editing. I don't know.
Much love.
He's trying to get that invite so he can go eat some kangaroo, bro. That's what's going on right now.
Kangaroo, dog.
I'm bringing Brian with me. We're gonna try it.
Hell no, you ain't taking me with you.
We're here with the steaks. You can have that kangaroo. Bro.
Matt, what's a cringe comment for you, dude?
Like Steve, like I don't know off the top of my head. Like I could just let's open up the comments. Let's open up a simple.
Oh, come on, Matt. You got a couple, dog. You 2K shill. You getting paid to promote this game.
As soon as you got in the next makers, they're like, "You're a shill."
They was cooking Matt, bro. They was cooking him.
Where I was like, "Wow, you guys got a lot of time on your hands."
Oh yeah,
bro. When status got banned, am I gonna say?
I don't even want to talk about that no more, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Steve was getting abused on the timeline, bro. I'm sorry.
I was defending him. I like status. He follows me. I talk to him. I repost this stuff all the time. And for some randoms to get up a list, there's no lie. A guy got up a list, has like everyone's early access videos. So like mine, a few of my friends that were at the Australian event with me when we played. And he's like, all these things. They're like, no one on this list is saying anything. And I reply back being like, look at my fucking profile, bro. There's no way. Like I'm defending him. And then everyone's just like, nah, you're not. I'm like, you can't win.
You know what's funny is I was on that list. Did not go to an event at all last year.
They just picked like I feel like they picked the most like trending people. I don't know. I don't make videos that much now, so I don't know how I got on there. But
that's
like,
flattering, though. You know what I mean? Hey, you're on the list.
You just made the list. There was a hate train towards y'all, man. That's what it was. And Steve, really you're somebody who's very opinionated. You know, I always see you on the timeline, so. I'd like to say, you know, and nothing against you. It was just they seen you like an easy target. This guy's always on a timeline. He's a next maker. Let's go ahead and put him on a pan and cut him.
Like it's my fault. I do have a lot of opinions, like all the time. You guys,
and there's nothing wrong with that, bro, at all.
Yeah, I know. Like I like voicing my opinion because if you don't, like nothing's gonna change. You know, so it's like I like all the time. You guys probably see me say, "Oh, MyFaction, it's not good. Like these odds, trash." They need to put this in, that in. And then people will be like, and then I'll just get attacked. I'm like, all right, whatever.
In Stevo's defense, I've literally watched this guy trash 2K to their face, basically. Stevo does speak up. I remember being like so excited about like becoming a 2K next maker. And then as soon as I announced it on like our YouTube channel, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, we're a next maker. Hey, we're going to be able to get you guys, you know, possibly get you guys like early access videos or whatever. I was excited to hook up my community with whatever. Immediately, I realized this is a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't have announced it to these guys because I didn't know that there was like this negative, like, well, we hate next makers, you know, type vibe, you know.
I thought of one. For what drives me nuts. So it's you don't have to zoom on me, but okay.
We're zooming on this.
It is there's two things lately that I've really started to notice. There's always, like Kenny said, man, I just mute, delete whatever comments. I don't really harp on them. And to be honest, it's like one in every couple of hundred or whatever. Like there really isn't that much unless you were doing something really outrageous in the video. For me, the things that have started to itch at me is going to be it's clickbait.
Oh yeah, that. Oh.
So to clarify to like the world. No, it's not.
It's not.
People throw out the term, in my opinion, I think a lot of people just chuck out in comments, this is total clickbait. This video is clickbait. No, I think you don't agree with the topic or the point we're making in that video. Thus, you side with this is a clickbait video.
Yes.
Not. There is either a question mark in the title. Is it a curiosity type of title? Is it something that is going to maybe spark controversy or get someone, or it's in a negative context or a positive one? It's going to be something that drives maybe an emotion and a reaction. I think I said this to Brian maybe a while ago, and I said about thumbnails. And I was literally at the grocery store, and I think I remember this talking to Brian. And I said, so you go in the grocery store aisle at the checkout, what do you see? All of the stupid ass magazines sitting there that are like, she's pregnant, he's pregnant.
Yeah.
He gained 400 pounds. Look at this circle, yellow circle with the guy in it, and Ben Affleck is massive, and there's who's on a health diet. It's giant lettering in yellow with the big statement. That is clickbait. It has lived in society for years in different forms of media, but now YouTube is a new medium, so people are like, this is clickbait. I'm like, dude, it's all over your life. It's everywhere. Anyways, that's the one thing. Clickbait. It's not clickbait. You just don't like what's being said. The other one lately, what I have noticed is I feel, I could be wrong, but I genuinely feel like people read a title of your video and they respond to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like 2K25 fixed this. No, they did not. You're like, there's 10 minutes in here, dude, like 8 things they fix, like, or whatever it is, or this is broken. No, it's not. Or like I've said, like, oh, Brock Lesnar, you can't get Brock in the game. I have Brock. Okay, like, yeah, well, we mentioned it in the video, but you talk about it in the first 6 seconds. That's the main thing I know, which is just, I'm like, okay, you're not watching. That's fine. You don't have to. Or maybe that's also it. It's like people that get, I don't understand, guys, personally, how people spend so much time. Like, I'm going to take up my time to go into a video to tell Kenny all the things that are wrong with what Kenny said. And I'm going to post this capitalized thread to Kenny that took me 45 minutes to type out. And I'm going to send it to him. Or I'm going to go back and forth. Or I'm going to reply my own replies. I'm like, I don't understand how people have time to sit there and do things on a daily basis. I don't have time. We said this earlier. Kenny's got 2 hours at the end of the day, and he's like, I can play a little video games and maybe go to bed. Matt goes to bed. I don't have time. I don't have time. It's always shocked. It puzzles me.
Those comments I run into all the time of just, you know, like not clickbait necessarily,
but
that's
the most annoying. I'm sorry.
It is annoying. I've actually gotten a couple of those, but what I'm saying is like the other comments of just, you know, no, it isn't, or this is wrong. But I just posted like a universe tutorial right at the beginning of the video. I'm like, this is how I set up my custom universe, and it works fine with me. This is literally what I said in the video, and it was like, listen, this is set up if you want to watch your universe play out, right? Like, not this guy's like, well, this is stupid. I would just much rather just edit every single match and go in there, edit every single rivalry. And I'm like, okay, weren't you just in my comments like 2 videos ago bitching about how you don't want to play MyGM because it's too much to edit, or there's too much like logistics going on in my it's like, you have time to edit every single thing in your universe mode, every event that you play. Okay. You know, and at the beginning of the video, once again, I said, this is, you know, how I set up my universe. I didn't say, hey, this is, you know, the right way to set up universe. Everybody else is wrong by setting up their universe differently than this. No, this is my way. This works for me. That's what it was.
How often do y'all play MyGM?
I've never opened it.
Not often.
I've opened it maybe the first week of the game, and I never touched it again.
Me too.
I just never understood the strategy. I'll be honest. I don't understand the mode.
It's a fun mode, and when I can stop being addictive to MyFaction, I will hop into that. But I actually like MyGM this year. I haven't.
They've done a lot of additions to it, which I did enjoy, but I just can't. There's not a hook for me in that mode. As bad as that sounds, I don't know.
But I have to say, I was going to ask you guys the same question. I was like, Brian, like, do you find that the game this year, for me, I feel like something is lacking that is not hooking me? Universe mode used to, and I don't even mean like 22, 23, because it's all like 22, 23, 24 have all been basically the same.
The same thing.
I'm saying like before that, I used to go into universe mode and tinker and set up and play and design my shows, and I would spend so much time doing it. And then now I'm kind of like meh, like I just don't, especially this year where I'm like, I don't have any interest in this. Do you find that the game is lacking that hook? Because for some of you, it's like, oh, I like GMO, but I don't go in. Obviously, I don't go in every day. I just play more. I played more exhibition matches this year than previous years, just playing around. So ref is fun and stuff, but I have no like. Do you guys find that where it's like it's lacking this hook?
I think it needs something different in general, dude. We've had the same modes every single year. Like we've had the showcase mode, which they need to get rid of. Like I'm gonna go on and say get rid of it.
I hate it.
There's no.
I don't mind the showcase mode.
I have a very strong opinion on showcase, and
I don't like the screenshot, the slingshot stuff, but I did enjoy showcase mode.
So showcase, look, it's not like the most terrible thing that I've ever played. I'm not going to say that,
it's
but
tedious though.
It's tedious. And I feel like it just needs something different. Like, where do you go in 2K25? Yeah. Where do you go from here after you just had a 40 years of WrestleMania? Do you go back to a Undertaker showcase mode? That's what I get in my comments all the time.
Here's what I would do. Oh, Kenny, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I think next year everything should be scrapped. Get rid of MyRise, get rid of showcase. You got to come up with something new.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, bro, it's so easy to say scrap stuff, but they only got a year to do this. If they scrap stuff, we might get one mode.
They got more than a year to do it. Look at the minor, let's be honest, the minor changes we got this year. Sure, a few gameplay tweaks, but the other modes weren't changed at all. They could have been in the background working on the next generation of whatever they got coming up, and next year could be the year they introduce it.
Could be possible, but the MyGM mode was the only thing that was changed. Like you look at universe mode, and universe mode to me is like copy and paste. Like I was so upset about this.
If it was copy and paste, what are they doing? Because they got to be doing something else, right?
I don't think they're doing anything else, bro. I think the mode literally cannot take no more.
Listen. I will back up Brian on that. That mode needs to go. Like it just needs to go, man. Like it's not working, and it hasn't worked for years. It hasn't worked since Ukes left. I'm gonna go on and say it. It hasn't worked since Ukes left, and they haven't added anything that makes you want to get into the mode either. Like a couple new rival reactions was all they really offered this year. And they do only have about 8 to 9 months if they're lucky to make this game. That's
how big is the team?
Confirmed.
Not big.
So there's no way they got like another team, like a skeleton team working on a small update for the next year and another team working on next generation.
I doubt it. I know that I know legit that like MyGM is a handful of devs. Like
same with MyFaction.
Or MyFaction. Like they have their team, which the devs themselves have said in interviews. They're like, we have teams dedicated for each mode. Essentially, we are not. People on the outside, probably like us too, would be like, oh, it must be like hundreds of people that are sitting there, and
I thought that too.
Like 4 people, like working on a mode. So I couldn't imagine being like, we want you to rewrite this entire mode you do, your entire thing, your project, and redo the whole thing or destroy it, like universe mode, bomb it. I personally think scrap universe, scrap showcase, like Kenny, scrap MyRise. So you're like, you don't have a game? You're like, no. Road to WrestleMania, and MyGM becomes universe, and it's MyGM just takes, because everyone's like, give me universe mode with a draft. They've said flat out they cannot do that. It breaks the game. It would break it. I'm like, universe or MyGM it's built from the ground up with their engine, with their team, expand it to all the match types, allow some customization, but don't overdo it where it will destroy the mode. So allow a little bit in there. Let me do a SmackDown or Raw and NXT and maybe a custom show in a full calendar year. You can add in like promos, then you basically have universe mode. You have it. You're just missing cutscenes. But like you could build it within MyGM. And I do agree with Kenny. I have no interest in MyRise. I tried it. I get it. I know that's
getting through it, man. I couldn't.
That's my favorite mode in any of these games. Like you said, Road to WrestleMania. I always love the story mode or career mode in these wrestling games, but MyRise is rough.
So long.
I couldn't get through it, man.
I like the men's version, man. The men's version this year was okay, and last year it was good too.
Well, I just want them to take out that extra stuff, the extra fat they got in there. Just let me go story match, instead of all that backstage reading the phone, and like when I get there, I'm like, you know what, I'm not having fun, and I'm not going to force myself to do this. But
it's just
be a
tough.
lot better.
I haven't played my career or MyRise in 2K and like consistently probably since like 17, bro. I just don't find the fun, like the hook. Like, I don't know, man. Like, back to Matt saying, like, I don't know if there's a hook. Like, I'll be honest, like, I've probably played the game more than I have in years. Like, I tell Kenny all the time, like, dude, I think the game is fun. Like, you play the game gameplay wise, the game is freaking, like, it's great to me. Like, I know a lot of people may say, oh, the gameplay's similar, whatever the case is. To me, the game is fun. I just hate the fact that, like, the modes, they just don't hit. Like, you look at universe mode, don't really hit, and I play it, but I literally have a spreadsheet like a nerd for universe mode, because universe mode doesn't do a good enough job of keeping track of this stuff for me, so I have to do it myself. So I do universe mode a lot, and that's the only mode that I touch on there. But like MyFaction, I do it from time to time. But like Showcase, going back to that, man, like that slingshot mechanic is not as good, and I think that it would be a little bit more tolerable if the objectives weren't 45 objectives per match. I think that's a huge problem.
Southeast corner.
Yeah, the southeast corner.
Oh my God.
Put them on top of them. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I didn't know my direction, so I'm over here putting them on every corner.
Dude, I threw him in everything. I'm like, bro, where?
Right.
Outside of the ring, south or northwest, outside of the ring. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm by the ramp, and I'm like, I go all the way up to the top of the ramp, and I'm like, you want me out here, or you want me to
like, make the turnbuckle glow or something?
Yeah. And it sucks too, bro, for content. Like, we can't do showcase content. We can't do a stream. Like, man, I think you did it this year. You played the showcase, but what were you doing? Going back to your camera, like while the scenes were going on?
Cut every second that it would go to it, and then you don't know when it's happening, so you're just like,
yeah.
So when that came out, when that came out, the southeast corner and all that, somebody on Twitter made a picture that was like, for all you dummies out there that don't know your directions.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I grabbed that picture and I was like, and I commented and I said, thank you, I'm the dummy. I don't know, I'm so sick of this shit. But yeah, it's look, that's kind of where I'm at too with the whole situation. I don't necessarily want like MyGM to go away.
No,
I don't want like I don't even want MyFaction to go away. I want that to do better because I'm actually enjoying the mode. It's cool. It's keeping me playing the game. I need it to be better, but you spending money ain't happening again for me, man. Not unless
I don't blame you.
I mean, people keep saying it can't happen. But I want to see creator story come back. I know it would get messy.
That needs to come back.
Already messy, but if you can download people's stories from out of like a community creation type thing, I mean, you can.
That's unlimited.
Play every day, just new stories.
Yeah. That's unlimited content. The way I look at it is yeah, bro. I mean, I remember back in the day when I was a kid and I used to watch YouTube, bro. I used to see like Tubby Emu, Tony Pizza Guy. They used to play the stories on YouTube. Like, that to me was cool. That would be like freaking unlimited content every day. But if they were to do that, I'd say you keep MyGM and you get rid of universe and make a story designer if that was the case. But I don't know if I can necessarily trust 2K to do it all in 1 year, which it most likely won't, to put like a bunch of actual cutscenes that that are interesting. Like, I know back then, bro, we had hundreds of cutscenes, bro. I used to sit there with my keyboard on my bed as a kid, just typing up little promos.
I had
and stuff.
Connected to my Xbox.
Yeah, I had one connected to my Xbox too, bro. Like, I just don't know if we can get like something that cool again. Like, I would like to, but it feels like ever since the next generation of games came through, like, it's just taken such a fall, man, in terms of depth.
Yeah, they can do it. If they did it back then, they can definitely do it. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe because they have a smaller team now. I don't know, but they can do it. It's possible.
It's definitely possible, man. They're just gonna have to sacrifice something. Look, they're gonna get a lot of backlash from. It doesn't matter what these guys do. Let's just go on and like call a spade a spade. It doesn't matter what these guys do. For all the good that they do for the next year's game or this year's game, there's so much bad that the community will find. They'll point out like just stupid shit. Let's call it what it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you said earlier, if these titles are not fixed, I'm not playing the game. Like that's it's so minor that I don't know, man. I play lots of video games, and if I was to point out every single bug and just be like, "Oh, that's a deal breaker. I'm out." You know what I mean? From little shit, I would never play any video games, man.
100%.
Let me shout out a couple things in the chat real quick. I got a super sticker from Lonnie, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. And then James over here has got a question. WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 19.
Ooh.
He did this because he hates me, because he knows what my answer is.
Mine's
I'm not a. Go ahead.
I'm 17.
I'm gonna go with 19.
Yeah.
Wow. All you guys know your years. I have no idea what happened at either of those shows.
19 was The Rock and
17.
Steve Austin's final match. It was also Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. It was also Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle.
Oh.
And it was Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
brother.
come on, bro. Don't even tell me what's on 17. That's the one. What was on 17?
TLC. Austin Rock main event.
Austin Rock, yeah.
Jericho Regal. You also had the Battle of the Legends Battle Royale, which is the gimmick Battle Royale, which is actually like fun to see.
It's hilarious because that's the one that Iron Sheik won, right? That they couldn't toss him over because he just refused to go over, put himself over in that match.
Ivory and China for the women's title. Trying to think what else there was.
19 was legendary.
19 had a better I don't know, maybe it's just because it's nostalgia. They had Oh yeah, Triple H Undertaker, their first match. That was 17.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that first one. So that was before.
I got to throw out the deal breaker for 19 though. You had Triple H versus Booker T.
Oh yeah.
Oh brother.
Yeah, okay.
So
hey, they mess up finishes all the time. It was
Let's go.
you also had on 19 Hulk Hogan versus Vince McMahon, which was like 19 years in the, or what was it, 20 years in the making or something ridiculous, which was a phenomenal match, by the way.
Was that the one Hulk was whipping him on the back with the belt?
Yes, they were both bloodied up. Roddy Piper showed up in the middle of the match, hit him with the pole. Like, yeah, it was wild, dude. It was a good match.
Austin match is really cool to go and rewatch when you hear Austin in podcasts and everything over the years where he's talked about that was his last match and going out. When you put together the story behind all of it and then you watch that thing, you see it a different way. Because I didn't love that match. I remember watching that on pay-per-view as a kid, and I was like, this doesn't have the same feel to it like 17 did, because it was just for the two of them to fight. Like if you remember their build,
Austin Rock.
Yeah, at 19. The build wasn't anything. Rock lost it was Hollywood Rock, which was great. But Rock lost the Battle Royal and Booker T won. So Booker T went off and fought Triple H, did that. So Rock ended up with just Austin for whatever reason. That was the match. So it was kind of thrown together.
That match also almost didn't happen because Austin had like
in the hospital the night before.
Yeah.
When you hear about everything and Austin being just like in the hospital, beat up, and then he did the match, and when you watch him take moves too, look at him when he takes like a rock bottom and he like clenches down and he's like hitting his side, like you could tell he's in so much pain. It's a really good match, but
it was Austin's last official match that you would see him in. I mean, you've seen him obviously versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. What was it, 38? Was it 38? Yeah, 38. And so yeah, I mean, you had that, but you know, the last official match from Stone Cold. I mean, listen, hey, fuck you, James. You know, like we got four out of 5 on here to say 19. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that answer. I've always said that WrestleMania 19 was the better card. That everybody goes back to that TLC match and that first match with The Rock and Austin, but when you look back at the full card of WrestleMania 17, it's like
it's more nostalgia for me because I watched it over and over again as a kid.
I was 1 year old, man.
Oh boy.
Not even actually. I was like I was 10 months old.
Dang.
Did you go back 17?
For 19.
For 19. For 19.
Yeah, bro. I'm a youngin', bro. My birthday was
like
my birthday was 5 days ago.
Older than you. That's actually
I'm not gonna lie. Like you guys said, the symbol was 50 years old. I feel 50 years old right now as you said that. Like it just back in my day, WrestleMania.
That's why like me and Kenny always argue because he always talks about the Attitude Era and Stone Cold. I'm like, bro, stop talking about that, bro.
He doesn't get it.
He just walks in the room.
And Cody Rhodes, bro, you just don't know.
No, man. I love Cody Rhodes, man.
I love Cody, man. Cody's my boy too, man. I actually liked Cody Rhodes his first run in WWE, especially when he was doing like the undashing or the the dashing and then undashing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And then so I was just a fan off of that. Even in Legacy, when he was in Legacy, I was like, yo, he stuck out. Like, man, he's Dusty's kid. You know what I mean? He's gonna be good. Goldust was good.
Nah, but listen, you spoke about Jack Perry not having his man body yet. Back then, Cody Rhodes was Slender Man.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. He was the best.
That is true.
I hated watching Cody Rhodes come out without the knee pads too. That just bugged me. I was like, "You're too skinny for this, dude. Like, don't do that." But
it bugs me with certain wrestlers, bro. When I just see their knees, I'm like, bro.
I know.
I think it only works with like the British people in wrestling that just traditionally do it, or just any European. So like Gunther, no knee pads, Bait.
Yeah, Gunther always looks a little odd without no knee
aesthetic.
You know? I've gotten used to it though.
Hey man, nothing could be worse than Matt Riddle, bro. Not coming out when he like shrunk the trunks too. He shrunk the trunks even more, and then he had no shoes, no knee pads, nothing. It was just it was so weird.
I think he was just trying to come out naked, bro. But they didn't approve of that. So he was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna get as naked as possible, but we got to get it approved.
That boy shrunk the trunks as soon as a video leaked online. That's exactly what happened.
Hey, listen, though, I don't know. I ain't seen no video, and I don't want to see no video.
Brian, you sent it to the chat. Stop.
What you talking about now? What you talking about? The video?
It's in the
video
Discord.
where he's like
Quit lying.
with a guy like this. Nah, bro. I think that's a picture, bro. But I don't know what was going on there. But I not to get off topic here, but the whole the whole Damian Priest inside joke comes from like Matt Riddle too or something like that. I heard, but I don't know. Yeah, apparently, you know what I'm saying. It was getting down and out.
Whoa,
I don't know though.
Allegedly.
No comment.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We don't know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get the pro wrestling shoot sued here. It's allegedly.
Yeah, come on.
This is not the comments from anybody over here at the pro wrestling shoot. We do not condone slander of anybody of any kind. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get to a super chat from this nice man Phil over here. Universe mode is a great idea for a mode. But the execution of the last few years by 2K has been garbage. They don't care, and that's the problem. Yeah. I don't think that. I honestly feel that and that's another comment that I can't stand is when they say they don't care. Like, these guys want to make the best possible. Do you think they just enjoy people bitching on Twitter all day or in YouTube comments? Like that's what I want to know. Like, do you think the 2K is just like, look at this comment right here, got him again? No, they want their universe mode to run. They want everything to run, and that's another thing too. Is when you say something positive about WWE 2K or their video game, that's another topic for another day. But you'll get hit with the 2K shill or why are you defending this?
How much are you getting paid?
Yeah. I can never win, bro.
They must be paying you to make these videos.
Yeah, I can never win. I make a positive video, drop a negative video. Oh, why are you being so negative, bro? Stop complaining about the game. Yeah. When I drop a positive video, bro, this game is trash, bro. Why are you talking about this game like it's all good and all? It's like, bro, I got both. I got two videos for you, bro. Go look at the one that's your cup of tea, bro. You want to be negative? Go to the negative video.
You got to point them in that direction. Like before you write your title, just put negative. And then on the next one, positive. Negative. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah.
Thumbs down.
Yeah. You gotta hit them with it, man.
Right. You gotta do that in a video. If you're gonna make it a positive or a negative, do the Vince McMahon clip when he bought WCW. He goes, Bill Goldberg thumbs up, Bill Goldberg thumbs down.
But I do have a question for y'all though. I know we getting late in here, but didn't they say they rewrote the code to universe mode? Does any I remember when they added the rivalry scenes, I heard this was rewritten from from bottom up.
I remember hearing that too. Yes.
So I'm just trying to figure out, bro, did they do that or did they just rewrite just a certain piece to get the rivalry scenes in there?
I heard that they got control of the universe, not that they rewrote the code, but they finally got control of the universe mode to where they can move things around. It may or may not be what was breaking Hogan's mustache all year last. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting though, because I swore I heard like they actually rewrote the code. That's why like when I saw this year that it was kind of the same thing. I'm like, bro, did these guys rewrite the code? Because it certainly didn't seem like it. Like they added more rivalry scenes, but it was like it was only so many. Like Money in the Bank still don't work for Matt up there. It still don't work for him.
No,
dude, it's like every other video for Matt. This Money in the Bank is still not working.
Yeah, did you try my fix, Matt? Because I messaged you and I was like, bro, try this. Did you ever try that?
I did, and I think it did finally work. Yes.
Okay.
But in regular play, you can't do it with cash in.
Oh, you mean like exhibition?
Yeah.
Was that ever allowed? Was that ever a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they have it in the options.
But it's all in the options. Damian Priest's Money in the Bank default in regular exhibition. Go do a title match in exhibition, and there's no cash in option.
Oh yeah, but I always thought that was just a universe mode thing. I didn't know that was an exhibition thing too.
They put it in like.
He said that Jinx 100% said that they completely rewrote the code. So maybe I missed that. Maybe they did. I don't know.
I just remember them talking about that, and I was all hyped because I'm like, all right, bro. This reminded me a little bit of Story Designer. We get into cutscenes, and then they gave us cutscenes, but they didn't allow us to choose third parties. And I was just bugged about that the whole year last year. Then they finally did it this year, and then things just.
Do you guys think that? Because I know you guys hear it too, but like. The biggest thing I hear for let's assume universe mode stays forever and they have to just keep working with it because it's gonna break everything if we remove it and whatever. Screwed. Either way. The biggest thing I always hear from everyone is putting promos back. Is promos if adding promo system into it where your match card was 10 matches and 2 of the matches were allowing you to insert promos and customize the promos, is that enough? If you just did that, if next year you woke up and you're like, we brought promos in universe mode, is it enough?
No,
I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think it's enough. I think for me, I think it's great if they were to add it because I'll tell you guys right now, like I've run into the issue of trying to build storylines, and then it's like I got to do it through matches and cutscenes. Like I would just like to do like just all right, bro. I just put Cody Rhodes in the ring. He said a couple words, whatever the game make you say, whatever, and keep it moving. But I always feel like I gotta put, like I got to do a match to then get a cutscene to then continue the storyline. I don't want that to be the only option. But I've always said, let me get the promos and let me type something up, and like kind of like how Story Designer used to be.
How would y'all feel if they gave you promos back, but use AI for the voices?
I wouldn't mind it. Give me that. That's better than what we got right now.
Legal issue.
That'd be fun.
They can't. I would too, but they will not do it.
So WWE signed and the wrestlers signed and said it was okay. They still can't do it, or what?
Everyone signs off on it. Then sure, I'm just saying they're not going to get. Now we got AI.
Wait a second, but AI, you gotta sign off on AI work like that.
I'm sure.
Dude, you got to sign off for everything.
Yeah, bro, but AI is technically not your voice.
Yeah, but I mean,
your voice acting. So, like, you cannot have, you can't do a movie and then they'll just be like, we'll just throw AI over your voice, Tom Cruise. You'd be like, no, because it's my
okay.
It's my face.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean,
WWE would probably hit them with like, listen, we're doing AI for this game. Do you want to be in the game or not? Well, yeah, I want to get that check, so I'm sure they'd sign off for it.
Yeah, but listen, they won't even let you remove like face paints.
Yeah,
within these guys because it ruins
touching likenesses at all.
Yeah,
that's why Status does what he does.
Yeah,
honestly, bro, I didn't like over the years. I guess as I've gotten more educated on this game, I didn't know that they were this strict on stuff like this till I really got into the inner works of content creating and talking to you guys. I know they take this stuff so serious,
bro. But it's all 2K's fault. That's it. You know what I mean? That's what we hear all day.
Right?
No, this is a WWE thing, dude. Like WWE doesn't let anybody get away with anything. Like that. Everything was
just a quick thing. I went to the hat store. It was like lids, and they said it was when we were in Tampa, I believe, going to Royal Rumble. And the guy was like, "Yeah, you're here for Royal Rumble. We can do WWE logos. We got the thing with them, but we can only do it a certain color and this and that. Like we can't change anything about it. It has to be how they say we can do it." So
yeah.
Even if you come in and you bring in an Undertaker logo, they can't do it because they got the thing with WWE.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's all
that's nuts.
They don't play around.
Matt, let's go get a hat when I see you next month, bro. Come on.
The Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, man.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So,
wait, are you going to Money in the Bank too, Brian?
Oh yeah. Me and Kenny will be out there. and
Am
Kiro.
I?
You're lying. Are you guys really going?
No, I'm being dead serious. My flight's been bought for like 2 months, bro.
You guys got to link up and make some content out there.
Oh, for sure. We do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be out there. I'll probably vlog. That'll be my content, so I could, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
If you know,
A good old, symbol vlog. I could see it.
Get a symbol and white feet in a vlog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on.
Her into video. She'll be happy. She's like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't even know what this is.
Was Money in the Bank expensive? I know Matt said it was expensive. What about you guys? Where are you guys sitting at Money in the Bank?
We actually got some decent seats, but like we spent a G for 3 tickets.
Kato's going with us. Shout out to Kato Valentine.
Yeah, Carol Valentine from Kiss the Ring.
All right.
I was 2 for $1,000.
2 for $1,000.
Yeah.
Where'd you get yours from, Matt?
Like Ticketmaster.
That's why you got God, bro. Get off Ticketmaster, bro. Get off that. Get off that.
Where are you getting tickets? Hold on.
I get tickets from TickPick, bro. I put Kenny on. They don't charge no fees on there.
I check like 1 million of them before I lock.
I don't trust that stuff.
Like we'll do like
tickets for less.
Yeah,
stuff,
like
bro.
we do
everything
for Worlds End. We did StubHub because we found like really, really good tickets for a low price. And then TickPick, like they be putting up anything on there sometimes. Like I know when me and Kenny were looking to go tonight 1 for WrestleMania, I was actually sleeping and I was really upset.
I found something good.
Oh my gosh, Kenny was sleeping. Kenny literally missed the. It was like a snipe, bro. It was like what was it like $450?
Like
but we were literally sitting.
They were real close to the ring.
Yeah, it was crazy, and we missed them because Kenny was like, I ain't want to buy nothing without you, bro. Which obviously, you know, is the respectful thing to do. But bro, I would have not even been mad if he got them tickets.
You just gotta keep looking.
Yeah, but TickPick, I definitely recommend them for sure. That's where I get all my tickets from. WrestleMania tickets.
Royal check Rumble it out tickets. For WrestleMania because I'm going to WrestleMania in Vegas. Anybody else going to WrestleMania in Vegas?
Depending, I just got my own place, so as long as I'm financially sound, I will be there as well.
Nah, Brian, we're gonna get you out there for sure.
Come on, man.
Kiss the ring, baby.
Matt, Stevo, come on.
Stevo, you coming to the US first time ever? Vegas, baby.
Stevo, we're gonna buy you out.
I probably should. I'm looking into it.
Yeah, come on, man.
Matt,
have you been in the US lately?
Man.
No, I was in Florida. That was the last time I was.
Oh, when you went to Disney. I was wondering if they had one up there in Canada.
No, like a what? A Disney?
A Disney. Were you at Disney in US or were you in Canada?
We don't have a.
I don't know. I've never been.
I thought y'all had a Canadian Disney, bro. What y'all got over there, bro? Y'all don't got no Target. Y'all don't got no Disney.
Target.
We went to. I shouldn't say that. We went 2 weeks ago. We went to Rochester, New York.
And you ain't hit me up.
Sorry.
And 2 weeks ago,
I don't even live in Rochester, bro. I'm just messing with you, man.
Oh yeah, we went out there. I took the kids and wife. We drove out there, but we go out there because we're gonna do this fun thing with the kids and the hotel and all that. And my wife's primary mission is Target, so we end up hitting like 4 or 5 Targets.
Oh, wife's in Target,
bro. Target is pretty pricey though, bro. Like I don't go to Target. Target is pretty pricey.
It's not great, but the deal.
My wife stays in there for like 3 hours. I'm like, bro,
clothing is cheap compared to Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Target. So for the kids especially, we're just load them up. And then I'm like, look, I get a t-shirt. But I usually go to the toy aisle and I'm like, can I get this Transformer? And she's like, no.
How far is Rochester, New York from you?
4 hours.
4 hours?
Oh, okay, that's nothing.
No, it was nothing.
That's not bad. That's about how far Montreal was from me where I used to live at.
Yeah.
I literally make the drive for a crispy chicken snack wrap. I just would, man. They don't got one in the States, man. I don't know what McDonald's doing.
We had Target for a year. It was so good and so sad.
Anytime I want to go to any wrestling event, so I'm in a weird spot in Washington. I can go 4 hours one way to go to Portland, Oregon to go watch whatever it's like three hours to Portland, and then I can go to 4 hours to Seattle. So I make these drives all the time just because where I'm at, there's nothing. There's nothing out here.
Brian, what's that show we're looking at going to in Washington?
Oh, WrestleStream. I know Jesse was talking about it.
Yeah, I'm going to WrestleStream. Yeah.
We might link up, Jesse. Okay. We might link up.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. We're gonna try. I want the goal is to get some floor tickets. I want to get floor tickets because AEW is so cheap right now. Like when it comes to their tickets. So it's like, dude, I can't pass that up, you know. He said, "Here comes the slander."
Oh, I missed it.
I'm just trolling, bro. I prefer it, bro. Me, Kenny, and I spent $300 on floor tickets for World's End. Best tickets I've ever had to a wrestling show.
Oh yeah, they were good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's so they're going to the Tacoma Dome, and it's like the shittiest venue in Washington State.
Really?
I promise. Oh yeah, Tacoma Dome is terrible. Shitty venue. There is nothing good to eat in that venue, so just eat before you go. They actually have
turned off.
They got a hotel that's right, literally, like it's like a 2-minute walk to the arena. It's like a Best Western or something that's basically attached to this dome arena. And Tacoma's nasty too. I don't know if you ever been to Tacoma, but Tacoma, Washington, bro, it's dirty.
Is it like the hood?
It's the hood, yeah, for sure. It's worse than the hood, man. Like it's like free. It's like free for all down there, bro.
Oh no, bro! I've actually seen some really cool Airbnbs, and I was talking to Kenny and shout out Homer from
looking at one in the hood.
Yeah, we were like, they look nice, bro. They don't look like we in the hood. I was like, bro, this is nice.
They got some nice places out in Tacoma. They do, but you'll see, dude. If you guys come, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I don't think I'm eating no more food at the arenas. We spent like $50 on chicken nuggets and fries. Bro.
Yeah, bro. They literally at WrestleMania, and obviously it's WrestleMania, they're going to up the prices. $38 on just tenders and a drink. $38 on just tenders and a drink. 3 tenders,
fries in there,
and a drink.
They cook.
Kenny bought the bucket of fries and shared with me and my little brother.
Bro, I got
like, bro, I got y'all, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? I wasn't spending on them fries, bro.
I didn't hear what y'all paid. I just said, let me get some nuggets, fries, whatever. I thought she was about to say like $25 or something. She said, that's $50. I'm like, what?
Bro, crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, but Jesse, you plan on going anywhere else? Like aside from WrestleStream, you got anything planned?
What in Tacoma?
No, I'm just talking like in general. Like, do you travel for these events at all?
Oh yeah, I go everywhere, dude. Like that's I have no option but to travel for events. We're getting a WWE event here in Kennewick, Washington, which is they come once a year, and now they're selling out every time too, bro. This is also the smallest venue that we have, so they're never going to bring like TV here. I don't even think they allow like pyro or anything in this arena that I have. Yeah, it's that small. There's no upper, like there's only 100s. That's it. Like just the one. There's nothing above it. Like it's crazy. But no, my only plan is to go to WrestleStream, and I might catch like the local event here for WWE, and then WrestleMania. Dude, WrestleMania is going to drain me. Like I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to quit watching wrestling after I buy tickets to WrestleMania, because it's too much.
It's WrestleMania in Vegas, bro. I'm prepared to drain my pockets. It's not going to be fun. But what I think I'm going to do Full Gear and Worlds End. If I don't do WrestleStream, I was talking to Kenny, I'm thinking, because Jersey is right by home, 40 minutes away from the Prudential Center. And
yeah, there you go.
This is World's End is in Orlando, wait like an hour and some change from here. So I think I might do those 2 shows.
You guys can food like for Money in the Bank. It's where the arena is. Endless food. Like don't buy inside because it's like anything else. You'll spend so much on food here. Just go like outside. Like there's a giant sports bar literally like next door.
They got a McDonald's nearby.
This man in McDonald's, man.
Bro, I need the crispy chicken snack wrap, bro. We don't got that here in the States, bro. We don't, man.
That Cody Crybaby promo just for Brian.
Yeah. Oh man, and bro, and guess who's going to be the champion, bro? I can't wait to see my boy Cody as champion at Money in the Bank, man.
He might lose it by then.
Is he gonna have Money in the Bank?
I'm sure he will. They probably run it back with AJ Styles
for the 5th time with AJ.
Stevo,
yeah,
you got to come to the States, bro.
Yeah, man.
You got to come. You got to link up, man.
So many.
2K sent you to an event, right?
Yeah, but it was here, so it's like it's not the same, mate. Like if I was with everyone, I would have met Matt. I would have met everybody, and I have so many ties to people on the American side of creators, but I can't do anything. I'm always just like virtually talking to them. I can't like visit because they don't send me there, so I'm like,
That's a bummer, dude. So when I first got into the Next Makers too, I asked you, I was like, hey man, did you get to go to the Rumble and stuff? And he's like, no, like they're not going to fly me there. That's like, I'm like, what? I thought all the Next Makers got to go, but if you're from other countries, I guess they don't take you, and that sucks.
Is there a lot of red tape for you to get to the US, Stevo?
Yeah, he's a problem.
It's not a problem. Like I could go. It's just like
I don't have a problem.
God, I'm fine. But it's not a problem. It's just like I gotta find like the time. You know,
how much is a
man,
flight? Like,
I get it. You're
how
young.
long is a
You're
flight from
23?
Australia to out here? Like, if let's say you was going to Vegas.
probably like nearly 20 hours, maybe.
Holy.
That's why they don't send like me or Murphs. If you guys know Murphs, they don't send him either, because when they do the Rumble event, they will send Matt out because
Come on, Kobe.
because of Canada, but they won't send Australians out. They'll send people from the UK out because that's like 8-9 hours for us, 20 hours to get there. We'd have to get there a day early.
Dang.
And they don't want to do that. And it's a lot of money. So
Well, yeah,
I get it. So
probably a
that's
lot
why
of-
we get our own event, but it just doesn't hit the same. I just want to meet everyone.
Yeah,
Dude, listen, man, you gotta try to make WrestleMania if you can afford it and if you can find the time. Like, I don't want to like peer pressure you or anything, but that'd be so awesome.
I'm peer
It would be
pressuring.
so good.
I'm peer pressuring. Matt, you too. You too, Matt. You be
yeah,
Matt.
man. We got to get you at me.
Yeah, we got to get you out of
man.
Canada, bro. What's going
I
on
agree.
with you, man?
Very
We got to
expensive.
move you to the U.S., man. Come
Bro,
on.
I'm
Fine.
like,
I see houses in Texas all the time on like Instagram. I'm like, why is it so cheap? Why is
nah,
it?
Oh, yeah,
oh, bro,
yeah,
it's super, bro. I mean, like to us right now, like interest rates are insane. I'm now we're gonna get into a whole nother topic, but it's just, bro. I'm good off houses, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling in my little apartment or whatever it is. That's why my dog keep barking, by the way, because he's not used to people stomping. He's a house dog, so when he hears somebody stomping upstairs, he's like, "Yo, what is this, bro? Like, where am I at?" You know, but
Yeah,
but nah, man, I'm gonna stay right here.
we want to go.
I got lucky, man. I got mine right before they blew up.
You want to go where, Matt?
Vegas. We haven't done Vegas before, period. So my wife and I
Oh,
want to,
you'd love it.
and then
I've never been either.
I'll be honest, bro. This is my excuse to go to WrestleMania. I'm gonna tell my girl we're gonna go on vacation, right? And then for 2 days out of that vacation, catch
You
me at
at Mania.
WrestleMania, dog.
Yeah. Hey, that's the way to do it, man.
card. You can only pull that live card like once every 5 years. Where you
Yeah,
choose
yeah.
what we had. It's just like,
Yeah, look at how much fun.
Yeah.
She was in the hotel room for 2 of them nights doing nothing.
houses. Canada is very expensive. And then
Man,
Is it really? I didn't know that.
I'm like, it's
Kenny,
really
yes, you did.
I didn't know Canada was expensive.
This boy has to pay like $1,000 for a replica because they won't ship it to him.
okay.
But
That's
our money is worth more, right? So
That's great.
does it balance out?
is what?
Our money is worth more though, so it doesn't balance out to us, Brian.
Nah, bro.
Matt?
Bro, don't you remember, bro, Buddy? I forgot
Never
Buddy
been.
name. But he used to talk about it with us in the Discord, saying like Canada was super expensive.
It is. Yeah, because if I go and like when I go to the States,
Who, Dubs? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you didn't want to give him a shout out. My bad.
Possibly.
Go ahead, Matt. My bad.
no, I go to the States and like it's cheaper, obviously, but even on the conversion on the dollar, it still works out to be cheaper for me to buy stuff in the US. Even occasionally.
Wow.
Occasionally, depends what I'm doing. But if I'm just in the US, we shop and then buy from there. It's usually even when you convert the dollar, it's still cheaper.
So
I didn't know that.
I saw that y'all video games out there cost $180, like
Yeah.
for 2K. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's still more expensive than here when you like the one are $120 and you're 180. Is it?
Dollar, whatever it is, like yeah, but it's like 100. The WrestleMania 40 edition after tax is probably $180 after tax.
Holy, bro.
Like the same here as well. Like our
Really?
stuff is
Yeah,
very
very
expensive. as well.
expensive.
Nah, that's a lot of money, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Oh,
too much.
yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what
how much-
whatever the what's the Mania edition right now? 120 US.
120 US.
Okay, so 120 US to CAD is $164. So we're still $20 to $30 more because of our taxes and conversion on the dollar.
Yeah, it'd be around the same.
I'm
here.
good off Canada, man. I'm
Yeah, me
staying
too.
right
I
here.
thought they were just hiking it up to kind of match bars, but
Nah,
Don't
I
come
went
to
to
Australia, guys.
Matt, I kid you not. I went to Montreal last year to go see Drake perform.
Mm.
And
why
man,
would
bro,
you do that?
I'll tell you
Lamar
right now,
probably did
bro.
not like
Nah, I like Drake. You know what I'm saying? But
trying to
Matt,
strike a
I'll
chord,
tell you
bro.
right now, bro, it was like one of the worst experiences ever, bro. Like I didn't know Montreal was like I feel like Montreal is the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in there. There was somebody inside my Airbnb when I got to my Airbnb. Like I was like, dog. I was like, I'm never coming back here again, bro. The only good thing they had it was crispy chicken snack wraps, bro. And that was it. Nothing else, man. I was like, bro, I ain't coming back here. But I'm going to Toronto now next month, and I'm like, I've heard a couple things. I heard y'all don't got weapons out there, but y'all move a little stealthy with the pokes. Not you. I mean, you look you look like a nice guy.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
To your face? I'm just fabulous. We have guns. We don't have as many, but it's not. It's Toronto. Depends
but they're illegal.
It could be very rough, but like where the arena is and all of that, it's all like touristy. Like where the Blue Jays play is like 2 minutes away from that. Like you're in like a central hub of arenas and entertainment, and there's like a million restaurants around you. Okay. So if you want to get stabby, I will take you to Jane and Terry.
I ain't trying to get stabby. I'm just trying to make sure that when I go out there, I'm trying to make sure that I'm safe.
You're going to get from the airport, right? So you're going to go from there to wherever you're staying, and then you're basically going to Uber from wherever you're staying to the arena.
Oh, we're getting a car. We're not Ubering.
I don't know why Kenny, bro. Everywhere Kenny goes, he got to get a car. Every time. He's like, I don't like to be tethered to my house, bro, or my
exactly.
hotel.
I want to go where I need to go, wherever I'm trying to go.
Yo, that's why. Listen, that's why I drive everywhere. So Vegas is 13 and a half hours away from me. When WrestleMania comes, I will drive to Vegas.
Brother, driving your car?
I'll drive my car.
Man, you got to go on Toro. Don't put the miles on your car. Just go on Toro. Get like a cheap.
I ain't worried about it.
Cars are made to put the miles on them, bro.
Yeah.
I got to get rid of my car.
When you go to Money in the Bank, I will send you for real, like the right place if you're gonna have a car. Because Kenny's like, I need my car. I will send you the right park next to the arena. Because I actually found a spot where I was like, it's like a bank building, but it's literally like next to the arena. But it's just kind of around the corner, and it's like underground. It's cheap. But yeah, I'll send you that. There's
definitely send it over because I'm gonna need a safe spot.
As long as it ain't in the hood.
Go to this building. It's like, where is he?
I mean, Matt already talking about the underground. I don't know if I should trust this guy with the way he's talking.
Underground. I don't know.
No, I don't know, man. But nah, I mean, I'm looking
like, welcome, boys.
I'm looking forward to it.
Behind him.
You want to play?
I hope it's good.
What you said about MyFaction? It's all over. It's all over, man. Hey, listen, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. This has been so much fun, man. We got to do it again.
Love it.
Hopefully, one of these days we can get everybody to WrestleMania. We can make some content out there, do some cool shit, man. You guys are all the goats, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like, you guys kill it. You kill it on YouTube. You kill it on Twitch. Wherever you guys are rocking. You're always doing the damn thing, man. So I appreciate you, Matt, Stevo, Brian, Kenny. I'm glad that we could do this. Hopefully we can do it again. Guys, I don't know why you wouldn't be already, but go and follow these guys and subscribe to their YouTubes. Matt's got 2 YouTube channels. Kenny and Brian got 2 YouTube channels. Go and subscribe to both of them. Stevo out there killing the game, never posts, and we're going to call him out for it. He never posts. He got
some fire thumbnails.
Fantastic thumbnails, fantastic editing. Like, the dude is the GOAT. Go and follow this guy. Go subscribe to him. All their shit is in the description. Go to the description. Find their shit if you haven't already. I don't know why you're not following already. And follow us everywhere at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. You already know the deal. Brandon Matters. I'm Jesse. These guys are the GOATs. We'll see you next time right here on the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Peace.